Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing? Well, I'm off. I stayed down here at that little gap. 13.6 miles to get into Carlisle. I think like 5 miles to get into Boiling Springs, something like that. So, that's my day. I'm not going to try to go all the way into Carlisle. I think I can't ride outside of it. And then try to go in tomorrow and get my feet looked at. They don't hurt so far this morning. It was still swollen. This is what I gotta go over. Rocks and rocks and rocks and rocks. Rocks and rocks and rocks. And this is why they call Pennsylvania Rocksylvania. Because that's what it is. It's a bunch of rocks. It's a bunch of rocks. Do 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 do. Let me tap my fanny pack. Alright. Well, I'm off. I'm off to see Katahdin, the wonderful Katahdin of Maine. Because I am clearly insane. Alright, guys. I'll talk to y'all in a second. So, I'm up here. I don't know what this is and who this man is. Well, I know it's a rock. And I know it's something. It says Center Point Knob. And there's a mine. I don't know who he is. This looks like a reroute because there was white bars going a different direction. They had blue. Somebody painted over it with a blue. So, makes me wonder if this is one of those reroutes. You know, it started a trail. And it was like 2194 3.3. And then they added 0.5 miles to it. Somewhere along the way. Oh look, here's a little book. Man, somebody's been signing it. Whew. Alright, let me sign a little logbook. Well, I had to walk all the way across that field. I guess I've been walking across that mountain probably. And I had to come through that field right there. Come through that field, come down here, and then sign, you know, some things on this. Look, there comes a bicycle guy. Like, can you imagine being on a bicycle? There's folks who be riding all the way across the country on bicycles and stuff, you know. You gotta respect them. Hey, you know, you gotta respect those folks on the bicycles, man. Like, there's some bicycle tents, like tents that you be put on a bicycle. I assume this is the way I'm going. Across these rolling fields. Got my hat on. Let's say hello to my shadow. Hello, Mrs. Shadow. How you doing? So me and my shadow strolling across this hot, hot field. You know, and I'm thinking, like, if the ATC owns all the land, you know, that the trail is on, the government does. Boy, they sure let this field get real close to government property, don't they? I mean, I'm just saying. Looks a lot like to me that, I guess, technically what, this is government land on that side of the light pole. Oh, I'm not supposed to go straight, I guess I'm turning right here. Welcome to Appalachian Trail lands. These lands are being farmed to maintain the historical pastoral settings along the trail. Yeah, right. Y'all know y'all written this to some farmer. Active insect and weed management is utilized on agricultural fields along the Appalachian Trail to ensure farmers a crop harvest. This includes the periodic use of pesticides consistent with the conventional agricultural practices. For your safety and to protect crops from trampling, all hikers and dogs must stay on the Appalachian Trail footpath through these areas during the growing season. Okay, so what this sign is basically telling you is, man, don't be getting on the farmer's crops. You know, we don't rent this land to the farmer, and we don't want y'all trampling his crops. Like, they hired somebody and paid somebody a lot of money to I'm not even going to say intelligently come up with that. Because what it sounds like to me is the use of a lot of big words to say something that was really simple. Man, hey, we've rented this farmland to these folks so that we can help raise money to do our job. So we would like for you guys to stay on the trail and not trample the man's wheat and corn, or the woman's wheat and corn. You know, that's all you needed to say. You know, just keep it real. Hey, we bought this land. Ain't no point in letting it sitting here, go unused. We're renting it out, creating a little profit. It was paid for jobs. All these signs and stuff that we have to put up everywhere. You know, we keep it real. That sign back there costs $552.63. I don't know if it costs that much, but you know, I'm sure it costs something. It would have cost a whole lot less than if you would have just let me make the sign, because it wouldn't have used all these, like they just like, hey man, find a bunch of words that have like more than 10 letters so that we sound really smart when we just try to say, hey, don't step on somebody else's stuff. I mean, we all didn't make it through kindergarten. Some of us didn't learn as much as others. That is very clearly. But we all went through kindergarten, folks. I mean, trust me. Half of us would have dropped out in kindergarten if they would have let us. But they wouldn't let us. But let us go back home to our mamas. And so, oh, my earbud fell out. They wouldn't let us go back home to our mamas in kindergarten, so we couldn't drop out in kindergarten. So we made it past kindergarten. And so now we must walk through this field. See, this is how you know they're renting it out, right? Because what they could have done is they could have made a path just straight diagonal, right? I mean, like, we could have been going diagonal across this field, and I could have already been to this side up here, this up here. But no, we're going to take it down, like, through the edges of the fields so that we can rent out those sections. You know, it's clearly, it's economical. I mean, just say it. We are not stupid, but like, we get it. I mean, I get it. I get it. It costs money. And there ain't enough people like me and you and everybody just watching that says, hey, I want to donate to the ATC. I want to be a member of the ATC. And so we don't become members and we don't give our $30 a year. So they got to make money somehow. So they're letting the man grow some corn. So, and, you know, don't get mad because they're renting out the field. I mean, I'm not mad. I ain't mad that you make it go like a diagonal through there. So it would cut out me having to walk in this hot sun. But I'm not mad you renting it out there. Alright, I'm gonna get up here. Take a field, take a picture. So I gotta cross over all these roads over here. And it ain't flying, man. I got 2 miles. And I'll be in Carlisle. So poor Ozzy been missing about a month. I hate to tell y'all. Ozzy might not come back, man. Ozzy been missing for a month. Ozzy been living outside, doing his thing. They talking about he's an indoor cat. I know my cat was an indoor cat. I moved in, that cat looked at me and said, I don't want to live inside. I said, you don't want to live inside? I said, I feel like cats should live outside. Cat said, I want to live outside. I mean, I want to pee and poop outside. I don't want to litter box. I don't want none of that. I said, all right, come on. And I let her out. And now she's a happy outdoor cat. See, Ozzy, he might not want to live inside. He might want to be like my cat. Outside cat. So Ozzy might have left. Because, well, he knew. Look at that. Look at that purple flower. Makes me think of that movie. I think of Color Purple. Just had a butterfly land on me. I had to go 2 miles. And it's all flat, you know. It's not like this is a hard hike today. I can just tell that not having a day off in like 2 weeks. Man, that gets to you after a while. I guess it's been, today is day 13 or something like that, or day 12. I don't know. It's just been a long time since I had a day off. So I'm trying to get in here. I was going to stop and camp a little bit before it. But there's nowhere to camp. And there's no water. So, look at that cemetery. A lot of cemeteries by the trail. You know, you would think all these cemeteries by the trail, they want ghost stories. Well, I got 2 miles to get in, and then I get to get a break. This girl's ready for one too. Alright, I'm gonna get off here. I'm going in to Carlisle. Every time I say that word, it makes me think of Twilight. George, you remember how they cut Carlisle's head off in the last movie? You and Raina almost fell out and died. Y'all started screaming. Classic moment. Classic moment in theater history. When my niece screamed, "No!" I had already seen it, so I knew, and of course I had read it. And I'm like, well, George, if you have read that, all of the last book. I tell you what, after that, when Hunger Games came around, she made sure she read all the books, so she wouldn't be surprised when we got in the movie theater. So I'm going to Carlisle. You know, it's hot out here today. It's so hot. It's like you can't move. You can't do nothing. Oh. I'm listening to the Hunger Games book right now. Listening to Cornelius Snow, the new one. Oh, so hot. It's like these last 4 miles. It's just like taking forever. All right. Let me get off here so I can go do this.